How did we get here?
I'm sorry, but the reactions Nanako-chan got from our audience based on the TV spot we recorded were tremendous. The agency begged me to at least make an offer, and that's why I'm asking you now.
Yeah, I get that. You've been sitting here politely explaining every detail. But that's not a reason to allow her to be in this LMB thing.
I sincerely apologize. Do know that we greatly appreciate your cooperation.
Stage with Nanako-san! I'm getting so hyped! Yay! Me too!
With everything that's happened lately, Konami-chan has seemed a bit glum. But with Nanako-chan around, she's finally brightened up again.
Well, Nanako seems to be having fun with all this too. If this is what she wants to do, I've got no reason to stop her. But let's be clear on one thing.
What might that be?
What's your next move here? I've heard from your agency that you've lost contact with a number of people. I myself haven't been able to contact you or his friends these past few days. Depending on how things go, I may need to step in on this.
Yukun and his friends are missing.
If they hadn't been in touch for just a day or two, I could have brushed it off as kids being kids. But I've about reached my limit here. I don't plan on throwing my weight around and making decisions for you. But my nephew and his friends could be at stake. I know this might not be what you want to hear, but I'll do what I have to.
Inoue-san, Can we please also file a report with the police about the missing girls? I know this is right before the festival, and it might cause a stir, but we don't have the luxury of looking the other way anymore. So please, I'm begging you.
Konami-chan. Alright, I'll try swaying the agency on this. And if that doesn't work, I'll go to make the missing persons request myself. Not you.
Huh? No, you can't! If you do that...
I'm your manager, Konami-chan. It's my duty to protect you. That's why I want you to focus on your work and not get distracted by other things. Granted, you may think it's a little late for me to be saying this now.
Inoue-san.
I'll contact a few people I know and try my best to keep this close. They might ask you a few pointed questions, but there's nothing I can do about that. At least be prepared for it.
Of course. I'm very grateful for your assistance. Thank you.
Are you okay? Are you and Dad fighting? No, we're not fighting at all. Your dad has helped us out a lot. Really? Really? Your dad is a super cool guy, Nanako-san. Yeah, I love Dad too.
Well, I'm gonna go contact the agency about this. Konami-chan, feel free to start your lesson whenever you're ready.
Oh, right! Thank you so much, Dojima-san. Now we can finally get the search for those girls started for real.
That Inoue is not a bad man. If you explain to him how you feel, I'm sure he'll take the proper steps.
Yeah, we really got through to him. I've never said things like that to anyone before. I can't believe what I said.
Well, opening up to others can be hard. Sometimes sharing how you feel could end up hurting them. But unless you do that, nothing will change. It's all the more important if it's someone you care about. Anyway, I'm sure this isn't over by a long shot, but hang in there.
I will. I have something to say too. I really like you, big sis. What? Really? Mm-hmm. Really? I'm so happy! You really really cheer me up, Nanako-san. Really? Then I'm happy too.
All right, dial it back a little. Don't you two have a lesson to be at?
Ah, you're right. Come on, Nanako-san. We really don't want to keep Coach waiting too long.
Oh, and Mashita, one more thing.
What is it?
I looked into Ochimizu. Long story short, she's clean.
Huh?
It may be small, but criminals always have a tell when it comes to what they're gonna do. I've checked everything about her I can. Her alibi, her post-Takara Productions history, her relationships, I found nothing. She's simply a very passionate woman. She seems to be doing everything she can for your group, contrary to her public persona. Of course, there's no use in talking about evidence when I can't even figure out what exactly is going on here. But from what I've seen, there's absolutely no suggestion of Ochimizu being involved in any of this.
Thank goodness. So Ochimizu isn't the culprit behind it.
Like I said, I wouldn't go so far as to call this an actual case yet. But at the very least, I'm sure Ochimizu has no part in it.
Huh. But then, if it's not Ochimizu, then who do we look at next?
Well, about that, I did find something odd. While I was checking up on Ochimizu, I took another crack at finding more details on Yuko Osada. It seems there's one more witness in that case who hasn't come forward yet.
A witness?
I don't have any definitive evidence on this, since all I did was dig through newspapers from the time. But the testimony from the Takara Productions' first witness, the one who found the body, doesn't match up with certain other details. It's just a hunch. But I get the feeling that there's more to that case than we know.
Okay. What should I do?
Just do your job. I can't have you along helping me on this. Since I've stuck my foot in it already, this is my case. My nephew's on the line too, don't forget.
You sure?
Come on, don't make that face. All I've done so far is look up things from old newspapers and whatnot. I don't even know if this supposed second witness really exists or not. Man, I didn't think not having my resources as a detective would be such a pain.
Sorry.
Well, I can't guarantee that I'll find anything more by digging further, but I'm currently having that contact of mine check the records from back then. I'll let you know if he turns up anything.
Okay. Then I'll keep Nanako-san company. If you do find out anything, please be sure to tell me.
I really appreciate this. I'll leave her with you, Mashita.